Join the Wide Whale team May 29th at 3 p.m. Eastern for part 2 of our 3-part virtual event series, Voice of the Resident. For part 2, we will look specifically at residency. Using AI topic analysis, we've analyzed the free text of 400,000 Google reviews from residents of hundreds of top multifamily groups, including the NMHC Top 50, to identify how often 50 key topics are mentioned by residents. By filtering for and analyzing the topics by life cycle stage, we can isolate which topics are more influential during residency, versus tour, or renewal. Go to widewhale.com/data to sign up or find it in the revised community. That's widewhale.com/data.
People can make or break any experience in your life. I truly believe that working with great people is an incredible perk. It's not just a perk. It's like absolutely critical as it relates to your ability to function in a healthy way, whether it be at work or in a community or any kind of organized effort. Working with people is something that impacts you in a way that it is very hard to put words to. It happens in subtle ways. It happens in overt ways, but the impact that other people can have on you can be detrimental and break an experience, or it can enhance and accelerate an experience. It can make it the most incredible positive thing ever, or it can make it the worst thing ever. So I think you have to be intentional. In the multifamily space, if you're working in an organization where you just feel drained at the end of every day and it's mostly related to people and the toxicity in your organization, now, doesn't mean that the entire organization is full of toxicity, but if your particular little ecosystem is full of toxicity and you can't work yourself out of that or have the environment work itself out of that, then you have to get out of it. You have to get out of that. So seek to surround yourself with people who feed into you and where you can feed into others, in that positivity feeds into itself to create a better environment. Also, make sure that you're intentional about building very strong relationships. You have to invest time and effort. Relationships are hard work. It might be up there with the hardest work you'd ever do. You could have a landscaping job where you're doing physical labor all day long, and that work is exhausting, but it is not as exhausting as pouring into relationships and taking the time to invest in relationships and build people. You have to be intentional about it, to invest in them, and the emotional investment that you make in other people, positive or negative, is a lot of work. So make sure you're doing that and investing in building strong relationships. Also, make sure that you are recognizing the strengths of others and the areas of opportunity in yourself, so that you're intentional about surrounding yourself with people that complement you in a way. If you're struggling or you're weak in an area, find somebody who's very strong in that area and you connect with that person and you round them out and they round you out, so that when you're walking through this journey that we call life, you're doing it with a decreased level of effort instead of an increased level of effort, because you have people who are complementing you in those areas of opportunity in your life, those areas where you need a little extra help. Just take these lessons away from this today and incorporate them into your life, implement them in your life, imbue them in your life, but invest in those relationships. Make sure you're working with good people. Don't work with jerks. Evict jerks, get them out of your life. If you're an organization that's full of jerks, get into another organization that is not full of jerks. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.
Join the Wide Whale team May 29th at 3 p.m. Eastern for part 2 of our 3-part virtual event series, Voice of the Resident. For part 2, we will look specifically at residency. Using AI topic analysis, we've analyzed the free text of 400,000 Google reviews from residents of hundreds of top multifamily groups, including the NMHC Top 50, to identify how often 50 key topics are mentioned by residents. By filtering for and analyzing the topics by life cycle stage, we can isolate which topics are more influential during residency, versus tour, or renewal. Go to widewhale.com/data to sign up or find it in the revised community. That's widewhale.com/data.